Breaking news. Jeep just dropped a bombshell that's shaking up the entire truck market. The company's CEO has officially confirmed a brand new $30,000 pickup truck, and it's not some concept or rumor. It's real, it's coming soon, and it's about to give Toyota, Ford, and Chevy a serious headache. Jeep, a brand known for rugged off-roaders like the Wrangler and Gladiator, is about to step into a whole new battlefield, the affordable pickup segment. And this move could completely flip the script on how people think about budget trucks. Now, here's where it gets wild. Jeep's CEO made the announcement during a recent investor event, hinting that this new truck won't just be a smaller Gladiator or a recycled Ram. It's an all-new design built for maximum value. Jeep wants to build a pickup that starts around $30,000, undercutting rivals like the Toyota Tacoma, Ford Ranger, and even Hyundai's Santa Cruz by thousands of dollars, without losing the Jeep DNA. Think compact size, off-road capability, and that signature Jeep toughness, all wrapped up in a package that's actually affordable. Insiders are calling it a game changer because it's exactly what the truck market's been missing. Right now, pickup prices are out of control. The average new truck costs over $60,000, and most buyers can't afford that anymore. Jeep seems to have read the room. They're betting that Americans, especially younger buyers, still want a tough, functional truck, just not one that costs as much as a luxury car. And this move fits perfectly with Stellantis' strategy to revive Jeep's market share, which has been slipping thanks to overpriced models and stiff competition from Ford and Toyota. But what's really interesting is how Jeep plans to make this happen. Reports suggest this new pickup could be built on the same flexible platform as the Jeep Compass and Renegade, giving it lighter weight, better fuel efficiency, and lower production costs. Don't expect a massive gas guzzler. This will likely be a compact or small mid-sized truck aimed right at budget-conscious buyers who still need a vehicle that can haul, tow, and hit the trails. Jeep engineers are reportedly testing versions with both a turbocharged gas engine and even a hybrid option to hit fuel efficiency targets and appeal to eco-minded drivers without going fully electric yet. And make no mistake, this is Jeep firing back at rivals in a big way. Ford has the Maverick, Hyundai has the Santa Cruz, and Toyota's planning smaller pickups too. But Jeep's ace card is its brand image. No other brand can blend off-road ruggedness with affordability quite like Jeep. Imagine a truck with real 4x4 capabilities, a trail-rated badge, and a $30,000 price tag. That's the kind of product that could completely crush the competition. Even Ford's Maverick, which started around $25K, struggles to keep up with demand and often sells for way more than MSRP. Jeep wants to take that formula, add more ruggedness, and dominate the space. But here's what's got everyone talking. Jeep's CEO hinted that this truck won't just be about affordability, it'll also be about American practicality. He mentioned a return to simplicity, fewer tech gimmicks, more usability, and a focus on real-world utility. That's a subtle dig at brands like Tesla and Rivian, whose electric trucks are packed with screens and software but cost over $70,000. Jeep's truck aims to go back to basics: strong chassis, durable interior, and real off-road engineering. And it's not just strategy. Jeep needs this. The Gladiator hasn't exactly been a sales superstar. It's cool, it's capable, but it's pricey, starting well above $40,000 and competing in a crowded market. This new affordable pickup could save Jeep's lineup from becoming too expensive and too niche. Think of it as the modern reincarnation of the old Jeep Comanche. Small, simple, and built for people who actually use their trucks for work, adventure, or daily life. Early design leaks suggest a more compact profile than the Gladiator, with shorter overhangs and a tighter wheelbase, perfect for urban drivers who still want something rugged. Expect design cues borrowed from the new Wrangler and Recon EV, including squared-off fenders, a 7-slot grille, and minimalist LED headlights. Inside, it'll likely feature Jeep's signature mix of durable materials, washable surfaces, and the latest Uconnect system, but without luxury fluff that drives up the cost. Jeep knows its audience wants function, not fake luxury. And the timing of this reveal couldn't be better. The US truck market is shifting fast. EV trucks are struggling with high prices and poor demand. Gas-powered trucks are under pressure from fuel economy standards, and consumers are demanding cheaper, simpler vehicles again. Jeep stepping in with a sub-30K pickup might not just be clever. It might be the smartest move any automakers made this year. It positions Jeep as the hero of the working class, a brand that understands the frustration with rising prices and overcomplicated vehicles. But here's where things get even more interesting. Jeep's CEO also hinted that this model could be built in North America, possibly at one of Stellantis's plants in Mexico or even Toledo, Ohio. That's important because Jeep's aiming to qualify for U.S. manufacturing incentives and keep logistics costs low. Local production also means they can control pricing more tightly, something competitors like Hyundai struggle with since the Santa Cruz is imported. Jeep wants to own the affordable pickup category, not just with design, but with smart economics behind it. And while the final specs haven't been released yet, industry sources are already buzzing with predictions. A 2.0-liter turbocharged engine, around 200 horsepower, and possibly a hybrid variant pushing over 30 mpg combined. Towing capacity could land around 3,500 pounds, enough for small trailers or gear haulers. And Jeep will almost certainly offer a 4x4 version for true off-road capability. If all that's true, this $30,000 Jeep pickup could absolutely dominate a space that's been wide open for years. Because think about it, who else is offering a true off-road ready pickup truck at this price point? Not Ford, not Toyota, not Chevy. The Maverick may be clever, but it's front-wheel drive first, not built for the dirt. The Tacoma? Fantastic truck. But starting prices are way beyond what most people can afford now. Jeep's move hits the perfect sweet spot. Real capability, compact practicality, and a price that actually makes sense in 2025's insane car market. Analysts are already calling it the people's pickup, and that title fits perfectly. For years, the auto industry has been chasing luxury margins, stuffing trucks with leather, touchscreens, and subscription features, and forgetting that millions of Americans just want a reliable, durable workhorse. Jeep seems to have listened. This truck is shaping up to be a direct response to that frustration, a kind of rebellion against $70,000 price tags and endless upcharges. And the buzz online is explosive. Forums, Reddit threads, and Jeep fan pages are lighting up with speculation about what this thing could look like, and more importantly, when it's coming. According to leaks from suppliers, prototypes are already in testing under camouflage in North America. Engineers are reportedly focusing on optimizing weight distribution and off-road geometry, meaning this won't just be a rebadged crossover with a bed slapped on it. It'll be a real Jeep, designed from the ground up to tackle trails and tough terrain. Even base trims are rumored to include skid plates, tow hooks, and a legitimate 4WD system, features that competitors only offer at higher trims. If Jeep actually delivers all that for around $30K, it's not just another pickup, it's a statement. And there's more. Stellantis insiders claim Jeep will offer modular customization options, allowing buyers to tailor their trucks with roof racks, off-road kits, and even soft-top or half-door configurations inspired by the Wrangler. Imagine a budget pickup that can transform from a city commuter to a weekend adventure rig with just a few bolt-on accessories. That's something no one else is doing right now, and it perfectly fits Jeep's adventurous brand identity. But the real bombshell? This truck might go global. Jeep's CEO hinted that this platform is being engineered not just for North America, but also for emerging markets, Latin America, Europe, and possibly even parts of Asia. That's huge. It means Jeep isn't just targeting Ford and Toyota here. They're building a truly global product designed to move big numbers, and that's where Stellantis's manufacturing scale gives Jeep an edge. Shared parts, shared engines, and modular platforms mean they can keep costs down while maintaining that Jeep authenticity. Now, industry insiders are already whispering a potential name. Some say Jeep might revive the Comanche badge as a nostalgic nod to the brand's legendary small truck from the 80s and 90s. Others say Jeep could go with something entirely new, something modern that reflects the company's evolution into a global powerhouse. Whatever it's called, one thing's certain. This is shaping up to be Jeep's boldest, most important launch in years. Because let's face it, the brand's been under pressure lately. Sales of the Gladiator and Cherokee have cooled, Stellantis has been trimming lineups, and competitors like Ford and Toyota have been eating into Jeep's off-road market share. Jeep needed a win, something that reminds people why they fell in love with the brand in the first place. And this pickup might just be it. It's not trying to be flashy. It's not trying to be an EV status symbol. It's just trying to be useful again. Rugged, affordable, and honest. That's what buyers have been begging for. And that's also why the announcement sent shockwaves through Detroit. Reports say executives from Ford and GM were caught off guard by how aggressive Jeep's pricing and positioning are. The Maverick was supposed to be the affordable truck king, but now, Ford's facing a direct challenger that's undercutting it on price while offering real off-road credibility. GM, meanwhile, has no comparable product in this range. Even Toyota's compact pickup plans, still years away, suddenly look behind schedule. Jeep has just changed the tone of the entire segment. But there's still one major question everyone's asking. Will Jeep really be able to keep that $30,000 starting price once it hits production? Because history shows car companies love to tease low base prices only to deliver stripped-down models that nobody can actually find on dealer lots. The CEO claims this time will be different, that Jeep's goal is accessibility, not marketing gimmicks. If that's true, if they can actually put this truck in showrooms for 30 grand, they could spark a new wave of affordable, practical vehicles across the industry. And that's exactly what the market needs right now. A reset. After years of inflation, overpricing, and overdesigning, people are craving simplicity. A truck that's strong, reliable, and not overloaded with tech nonsense. Jeep stepping in at this moment feels perfectly timed. The brand is refocusing on its roots, adventure, authenticity, and affordability. It's almost poetic. The company that helped build America's rugged vehicle culture might just be the one to bring it back down to earth again. And here's where it gets even more exciting. Stellantis executives reportedly told dealers that production could start as soon as next year, with full rollout expected by early 2026. That's lightning fast for an all-new model, which means Jeep's already deep into development. Dealers are apparently thrilled, saying this is exactly the kind of product they've been begging for, something customers can actually afford and get excited about. A major restructuring to streamline its US lineup and boost profitability across its brands. Jeep's new $30,000 pickup isn't just a cool idea. It's a strategic weapon in Stellantis' plan to keep Jeep relevant and competitive in a changing market. For years, Jeep's lineup has leaned heavily on higher-margin vehicles like the Grand Cherokee and Wrangler. But as interest rates and vehicle prices skyrocketed, many traditional buyers simply walked away. This truck gives Jeep a new entry point, a way to bring back those customers who still love the brand but can't justify dropping 50 or 60 grand on a new ride. Insiders are saying Stellantis' leadership pushed hard for this vehicle after studying the massive success of Ford's Maverick. The Maverick proved one simple truth. Americans will buy compact trucks if they're priced right, practical, and fun to drive. The difference here is that Jeep plans to go even further, offering more rugged capability, more identity, and more authenticity at nearly the same price. Ford's truck may appeal to urban drivers, but Jeep's truck could appeal to everyone, from first-time buyers to weekend adventurers to small business owners. And the design philosophy behind it shows that Jeep learned from its recent missteps. While vehicles like the Wagoneer and Grand Cherokee went upscale, this new pickup is going back to basics. Expect a design that looks tough and classic, boxy lines, exposed bolts, maybe even removable panels in higher trims, all paying homage to Jeep's iconic heritage. Inside, instead of a clutter of touchscreens and glossy plastics, Jeep's reportedly focusing on durability and usability. Think heavy-duty switches, washable floors, and robust materials that actually make sense for people who work, camp, or live outdoors. Now, another detail that's sending shockwaves through the industry. Jeep's considering a plug-in hybrid version right out of the gate. This wouldn't be a gimmick EV. It'd be a practical hybrid truck that offers electric range for daily commutes while keeping gas power for longer trips and heavy work. Imagine getting 30 to 40 miles of electric range plus full 4x4 capability. That's the kind of balance no one else in this price class has cracked yet. Jeep could be quietly setting the stage for a future-proof pickup that bridges the gap between gas and electric without forcing people into expensive EV infrastructure. Meanwhile, inside Stellantis headquarters, executives are reportedly treating this model as one of the pillar products for Jeep's next decade. Alongside the Wrangler, Grand Cherokee, and the upcoming Recon EV, it's meant to stabilize the brand, broaden its reach, and re-establish Jeep as a leader in rugged, attainable vehicles. The move also signals a shift in Stellantis' strategy. They're finally realizing that affordability is innovation in 2025. Customers don't just want high tech, they want high value. Dealers are buzzing too. Some have already been shown early design previews and are calling it the most exciting Jeep in years. They say the proportions look perfect. Smaller than a Gladiator but still unmistakably Jeep, with bold fenders, upright stance, and a functional bed that doesn't feel like an afterthought. The CEO even hinted that it could come with a manual transmission option, which immediately set the internet on fire. In a world where nearly every automaker has killed the stick shift, Jeep knows there's still a passionate crowd that craves that connection with their vehicle. And while Jeep hasn't confirmed final details, the most reliable sources say the truck's official reveal could happen within the next 6 months, possibly at the Los Angeles Auto Show, or even through a dedicated Jeep event. That means we might be just months away from seeing this thing in the metal. And if Jeep plays it smart, showing a rugged, no-nonsense prototype and backing it up with real specs, this reveal could dominate automotive headlines for weeks. But beyond the hype, there's a deeper reason why this matters. This $30,000 truck could signal a cultural shift in the auto industry. For too long, automakers have chased luxury margins and tech fads, while everyday buyers have been left behind. Jeep entering this space feels like a rallying cry. A reminder that adventure, freedom, and practicality don't have to come with a massive price tag. It's almost a return to the original spirit of the brand, the same spirit that made Jeep a legend in the first place. And that's exactly what's terrifying competitors. Because if Jeep's affordable pickup succeeds, it'll prove that simplicity sells. It'll show that Americans still want straightforward, dependable vehicles, and that all the luxury branding and software subscriptions in the world can't replace value and authenticity. Ford, Toyota, GM. All of them will have to respond, either by cutting prices or fast-tracking their own budget models. Jeep may have just started a price war in the pickup world, and that's something we haven't seen in decades. But here's the kicker. This truck might not just be a one-off model. Stellantis could use its platform to spawn a Ram-badged version down the line, aimed at fleet buyers or small businesses. That would mean shared parts, shared costs, and potentially even lower prices for commercial customers. It's a strategy that could multiply profits and make Stellantis a dominant player in both consumer and work truck markets. But now, with this $30,000 pickup, it feels like the company is returning to its roots. And in doing so, it might drag the entire industry back with it. And the timing couldn't be more perfect. U.S. truck sales have slowed as buyers choke on $800 monthly payments. The average price of a full-size pickup has jumped over 40% in the last 5 years, and people are fed up. They're holding on to older trucks longer, skipping dealership visits, and hunting for used models instead of new ones. Jeep's affordable pickup swoops in at exactly the right moment, offering a new truck at a used truck price. It's bold, it's aggressive, and it could bring a flood of new buyers into Jeep showrooms who haven't even considered the brand before. And Jeep knows how to build hype. Their marketing team is reportedly planning a massive reveal campaign that ties the truck to the brand's Built for Freedom message. Expect teaser videos of muddy trails, desert dunes, and urban streets, all showing how this truck blends ruggedness with everyday practicality. Jeep wants to make it clear, this isn't just another vehicle. It's a statement for drivers who are done paying luxury prices for basic capability. But here's the detail that's going to drive fans crazy. Jeep's CEO confirmed that the truck's bed is designed with modular functionality. That means you'll be able to configure it for camping, hauling, or even off-grid setups. Think built-in power outlets, customizable storage rails, and smart accessories that turn it into a portable base camp. It's like Jeep took notes from how real people use their trucks, and actually built around that instead of just copying competitors. Even more impressive, insiders say the chassis has been over-engineered to handle both off-road punishment and daily driving comfort. Jeep reportedly used a mix of high-strength steel and lightweight aluminum to keep weight down without sacrificing durability. Combined with shorter wheelbase geometry, it's expected to deliver Wrangler-like agility in tight spaces, something no other compact pickup has truly nailed. That's a huge deal for people who live in cities or smaller towns but still crave that weekend off-road escape. And don't forget, this truck could also be a launchpad for Jeep's new design era. Some leaked internal slides suggest that the brand's next-gen aesthetic, square proportions, minimalist lighting, and rugged elegance, will debut here before trickling down to future models. In other words, this pickup won't just be a new product. It'll set the visual tone for Jeep's future identity. That's why this reveal feels bigger than a single model. It's not just another truck, it's a symbol of Jeep's comeback. The company that's been struggling with sales declines, aging lineups, and price fatigue might have just found its silver bullet. And Stellantis knows it. Executives reportedly see this pickup as the cornerstone of a broader strategy to rebuild trust with customers and prove that the company can still deliver exciting, attainable vehicles.